I'm laughing here now because I almost forgot to record my video before I went to bed. And it's, what time is it? It's on the clock right here. Almost quarter to 10. Anyway, this is the video for February the 24th, 2018. And as you're learning, I record my videos now the night before. I don't wait till the morning to record them. I record them the night before and then just schedule it to go up at 5 a.m. Anyway, folks, this is the video for February the 24th, 2018, and the title is, There is no national debt or any other kind. I get so tired of people talking about the national debt, or any other debt for that matter. Debt and the entire monetary system is nothing more than an elaborate hoax, a means for deceivers to trick and enslave the world's people. It's all fraud through and through. It would have no effect at all if we were not brainwashed to believe we are sinners or defective for any reason. Of course, once we believe it, we act on it as if it is true. We end up doing horrific things to one another. This does not serve any supposedly loving God. On the contrary, it flies in the face of any true concept of love. As I see it, those who created the modern monetary system are demonic criminals, most of whom seem to hail from the Pharisees Jesus called a generation of vipers. These same charlatans are the ones who were imported by the Ashkenazis that now account for about 95% of modern Jewry. That's not to say that all Jews, whatever their history, have this evil agenda, but those at the top of their pyramid of control do. They are fraudsters through and through. Yes, and I'm really careful here because a lot of even Ashkenazi Jews, or people that claim to be Jews in our modern era, are decent, loving, good people. They are not. Every Jew is a bad Jew, and I want to make that clear from the very beginning of this video. I'm not talking about your average run-of-the-mill person who happens to claim some kind of Jewish heritage. I'm not talking about the whole group. I'm talking about a particular clique within that group that are what we would term the cabal or the elite establishment, and they have taken over basically the so-called royal families around the world and infiltrated them, and it's all part of one systematic fraud that touches every human being on this planet. They make their money by creating not just fraudulent money, which is, again, it's a type of slavery. They would not be able to pull it off if they said, you're a slave, and they treated us, sometimes they do treat slaves bad, but if they did that all across the board and didn't make some slaves think that they had some benefit to be gained, they wouldn't be able to get away with their chicanery. But they do get away with it because they pay us. And the people that do their bidding, they pay more money, so that the people that are most highly successful often, not always, but often are people that are going along with the scam, with the fraud, with the connivances of this elite establishment, which has a demonic agenda of suppressing humanity and keeping us from growing. They literally dumb down humanity, and that has been their agenda for a very long time. And as I said, when the Ashkenazis were given an opportunity to become either Muslim or Christian, they chose to become Jews, and they imported the Pharisees, the clergy of the Jewish faith, if you will, which were primarily Pharisees. They imported them, and that's where they learned their Judaistic things, and that's where a lot of the protocols of the elders of Zion and other things were written, and their game plan was domination and control. Their game plan was to enslave all of us, either high or low on the totem pole. It's still slavery. And they tend not, and again, I'm not speaking in absolutes, they tend to be very bad pedophiles. They tend to have no ethics as far as their sexual lifestyle. They tend, of course, to have no ethics in regard to money. It's just a bastardized occult system. And when I'm using occult now, I mean it's been hidden from us. The truth has been hidden, because if we knew the truth, we'd be set free, because we'd be able to rise up against it. There's way more of us in you, humans that are not part of the scam, including those that call themselves Jews. There's a lot more of us than there are of those that are possessed by less than honorable creatures, beings, whatever, call them demons, whatever. To me, they are demonic. They do not have a loving agenda. It's an agenda of control. It's an agenda of deception. It's an agenda of instilling pain and controlling even children through pain and manipulation. And they've developed brainwashing techniques and other techniques to totally mind control certain individuals. And they're some of the ones that commit some of the horrendous crimes. And also, they're also put in places of military dominance so that they can wreak havoc on other humans. I would like to see all of humanity liberated and set free. That's been my whole thing, because that's what love wants. Love wants us to excel. It does not want to demean us and to belittle us and to put us down and to keep us limited. It wants to set us free. That's what love wants. But we have had our religions, and everything in our culture has been geared to controlling us and keeping us limited. We are not sinners. Oh yes, we do sin, but that's because we've been deceived. Always at the foot of every crime, if you will, is a deception. People believe a lie instead of the truth. The truth is love liberates. Truth liberates. These things are values that are human values, and it's not a perspective. Somebody said, well, love is just a perspective. No, it's not just a perspective. When you try to lift someone up, and you're not trying to do it for personal gain or to control them or some other ulterior motive, when you literally want to lift people up for the sake of them being lifted up, for the sake of them coming into their own, as it were, and to be fulfilled as a human being and have a life that is meaningful and uplifting. If that's what you want, then that should be encouraged. But it's not encouraged by those who control the system. That's the point that I'm trying to make, and I've been trying to make the whole time I've been doing my videos. You know, this is number 2,610. I don't know exactly how many. It's 2,600 and some. But in any case, folks, we need to wake up, and we need to hold accountable those that are committing the crimes against humanity. Is that going to happen in our lifetime? I certainly hope so, because if it doesn't, the world will be destroyed yet again. We will go through another repeat, because apparently God doesn't care. The Creator is in some kind of an allowance mood, which I don't understand, but that seems to be the reality. Anyway, folks, my time is up. Thank you so much for listening, and namaste.